Okay, so let's move on with more on one variable equations. Okay, this time we're going to do an equation with parentheses and also with variables on both sides. So the first question here we have is solve -7 equals negative of y minus -5, close it. Okay, this is what we've been asked to solve. Okay, so the first of all, right, what do? You see y minus and then y minus -5 becomes y plus, okay, becomes y plus 5. So just like 3 minus -4 becomes 3 plus 4. So the negative, you join becomes plus. So what do we have? Okay, so the original question has no. Okay, so you just negative this, right? This is what we have. Okay, so whenever you don't have a number before the parentheses, just remember there it's a 1. So the negative is a -1. Okay, so what you're going to do with that? You're going to take -1 and distribute through the parentheses. So you say -7 equals to -1 times y is -y, and -1 times 5 is -5. So now you've removed the parentheses. Now what do you do? So now you have -y minus 5 equals -7. I've just flipped it. It's the same thing. What do you do? Okay, you just collect your like terms plus 5 by reversing the sign plus 5. You have -y equals -5. -7 plus 5 is what? -2. So you have -y equals -2. But we are interested in y. So what we can do is you can either multiply both sides by -1 or divide both sides by -1. Remember, y is -1y. So to find our variable, we divide both sides by the coefficient of the y, which is -1. We divide both sides by -1. And negative divided by negative is positive. So y is equal to 2. So you have -y equals -2 means y equals 2. You're interested in y. Okay, so the next one, can you try this? We have -4 parenthesis 3w plus 10 is equal to 9 minus 6w plus w. Okay, so first step is we're going to distribute through the parentheses, right? And then here we're going to simplify -6 plus 1 is -5. So -6w plus w is -5w. You distribute through the parentheses. Okay. Okay, once you do that, right? And then you add, you collect. Okay, so I collect my variable to the left and I collect my integers or rational numbers to the other side, right? And so now I have -7, -12w plus 5 is -7w equals what? 49. Okay, how do we find our variable? We divide both sides by what? By the coefficient. Coefficient, that's the number multiplying our variable. We divide by -7 and positive divided by negative is negative. So w equals -7. We have here, okay, you want to pause the video, review what I just did, and then you try it yourself. What about this one? 7s minus 7 parenthesis s plus 9 equals -9s. Okay, so remember this -7 here is multiplying, and order of operations, we need to do multiplication first. So we distribute the -7. This negative is part of the 7. We distribute the -7 through the parentheses. What do we get? This is what we end up with. -7 minus 7s minus 63 equals. And then, of course, this is 0. This is 0. So we are left with -63. Okay, so look at the solution. Look at it, study it. Okay, you can rewind it, replay it, s equals 7. Okay, the same thing here. Same right, we have We are going to distribute through the parentheses. Once we do that, remember negative 3 times negative 2w will give us positive 6w minus what? Negative 3 times positive 11 will be negative, and then negative 5 times positive 3w will be negative 15, and negative 5 times negative 6 will be positive 33. Got it? Then you follow the steps. And then finally here, it looks cumbersome, okay? But what do I tell you? Okay, follow the rules, right? Okay, be bold, persevere, do not quit. Open the parentheses. Okay, be careful when you're multiplying negative number, negative 2, through the parentheses. Same here. After you do that right, then you need to combine like terms. Okay, you want to have 2 terms on the left and then 2 terms on the right, or no more than 2 terms on either side. Okay, after that, what do we do? Same old. I collect my variables on the left and my integers or rational numbers on the right. I find my variable by dividing both sides by the coefficient, which is negative 14, and positive divided by negative, it is negative. That's your answer. Okay, so keep on practicing. Go through all these, do it on your own. Make sure you get the same answer. That is how you master it. Cool. All right, keep on practicing. And what do I tell you? Practice at least makes perfect. And what's going to happen? All things being equal, you shall bloom.